Do you, like me, enjoy healing friends in MMOs, but have no friends to play with? No? Okay, maybe it's just me, but if you still like healing other players in MMOs, you should check out Mini Healer. I'm Sirma and this is why. Mini Healer is an RPG where you play as the healer of your heroic party. You challenge various bosses in countless dungeons to achieve the ultimate victory. It combines loot systems from ARPGs with deep character customization and general MMO healing. It is in early access and costs $8. This early access tag is not correct, however, as it is no longer being developed, which means it no longer receives updates, but still runs smoothly without bugs or crashes. So the game itself is finished. The game's pixel graphics are neat, but not to everyone's taste. I certainly do not enjoy the game for its graphics, and would not say that the developer has made a great effort to improve the graphical design. The music and lore texts are also okay, but nothing outstanding. But I would not recommend the game for its presentation, but rather for its game design and fun. You play as the healer of a party of 4 heroes similar to typical MMO dungeons. You can only control your character and must heal, cleanse your party members and debuff enemies. You can also call the target for your party. After each boss you can adjust your equipment and skills to improve or adapt to the challenge ahead. You will also collect loot that you can use to further specialize, as it will give you specific bonuses that only work against certain enemies. The various rarities and materials you need to get the best gear for a boss are quite high. So sometimes you have to farm a stage quite a lot. All the typical healing styles from MMOs like WoW or Final Fantasy XIV are there. There is reactive, pre-planning, healing over time, big heals, area of effect and much more. And all of this has to be done while still controlling the party through some basic raid mechanics. Templates allow you to quickly change equipment and skills to specific encounters, and you can even increase the amount and rarity of loot by increasing the challenge of each boss. There is an inherent fun in progressing through the world and killing each boss. Once you have completed the rudimentary story, you have the option to tackle endless procedurally generated dungeons for even more achievements. In terms of balance and difficulty, I can say that it is finely balanced. You start off weak, but all the enemies are easy. After a while the enemies get harder and you have to figure out what skills to level and what gear to equip. In the later stages you should use different skills and gear for each specific boss to suit the requirements of the fight. The template option really helps with this. The 3 starting difficulties at the beginning of the campaign are definitely what they say they are. There should be something for everyone. On the higher difficulties you even have to farm equipment to progress, just like in real MMOs. The game's character strength systems are fairly well balanced. Each class has its own advantages and disadvantages. Gear is cleverly designed to be very good in some encounters but mediocre in others. You have to constantly pick and choose to beat each chamber. The progression system is the same. There is no clear path to victory, and this is where much of the fun comes from. The game follows the traditional RPG setting of 4 heroes fighting their way through endless dungeons. The characters themselves do not even have names. You are the healer and have the tank, ranger and berserker as your allies. There is no character development like in Hades. The general plot is given in text boxes and is rather sparse, but it is more than the usual amount of the genre's complete lack of story. The plot revolves around a mysterious meteor that is very powerful and is said to be deep in the vault. But it is not only you who are after it, but also some very evil things, so you have to fight your way through them and save the world. In its pixel art design the game does this quite well, using music, sound effects and the occasional text box. But don't expect too much in terms of story. It often feels more like a generic hero story and could even be seen as a satirical take on the genre. The game features 35 unique bosses to challenge, and if you beat them all, you can continue in endless generated dungeons. There's a lot to collect and unlock. You have 4 classes to play, each with an in-depth skill tree and over 100 nodes. This, combined with the 23 spells, make for a huge variety of builds. Your character can also collect and equip over 300 unique artifacts to complete your build. An extensive upgrade and crafting system allows you to modify the artifacts you collect. With this setup you have over 150 achievements to unlock if you want to complete the game in its entirety. Although the game has not received any further updates, there is still plenty to do, and you should easily have 20 hours of fun before you come close to unlocking everything and hitting the endgame wall of endless dungeons. If you don't mind the complete lack of new content, don't mind the aesthetics of the game, and are a healing enthusiast in WoW or Final Fantasy, then this game is for you. You don't need friends to find the satisfaction of keeping your party alive while you deal with boss mechanics single-handedly. The equipment and the skill progression of the game is fun, and together with the achievements you get a solid 20 hours of healing simulation out of the $8 game. I recommend it for healing fanatics like myself, but if you are easily stressed and don't like to press a lot of buttons and keep your eyes on a lot of targets, then this game is not for you. So in conclusion, if you are at all interested in what I have said in this video, you should check this game out. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.